Welcome to MDN Network for you.
Modern day niggas, man.
Modern day niggas. You know what I'm
Jaron, why we do this, man? Do you know why we here today, man?
I got a feeling, but what is it?
You want me to tell him?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because you niggas are always gonna nig,
Cause
dog.
you niggas always gonna nig, man. It's like, damn, I can't get away from you niggas nigging, man.
You ain't got no choice but to nig. So guess what? Since y'all nigging, we gonna talk about you. But we love you, though.
Yeah.
Love you, though.
I always love you.
How you feeling, man?
I don't know, man. I'm kind of bittersweet today.
No.
Yeah, I got a little situation at the house. I guess she finally leaving today.
No.
Yeah, definitely feel like that. I mean, you know, after you've been with somebody that long, you know, it's just like you want it to work, but shit, if they're not trying to let it work, you know, you gotta let it go.
Damn, man. I don't know if I should say I'm sorry to hear that or congratulations or.
I don't even know neither because you gotta think we haven't did that in over 2 years, so it's like I guess it's more of the how should I say it? You know, just I guess being together that long. You know what I mean?
You know what? And I was talking to my wife about this. Like sometimes people date each other for the routine. So like you get used to like the routine, the day to day. So like you ever notice how like a lot of people stay together not just because like you ain't got no choice, but you just used to coming home to somebody. Or you used to you get accustomed to like the arguing and da da da. It don't mean like you hate each other, nothing, but like what would you really do without that person? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's benefit too. Like I heard a lot of people say like marriage or certain domestic ships or how you want to say it's like a business agreement. So like I need you like I need you. So I don't know if that's like necessarily the situation, but I know like some people are accustomed to the routine and they don't even really like that person. They just some people just I was telling my wife yesterday, man, some people just don't like being alone.
That's I can agree with you on that because I honestly think that was the whole thing with me. Like I don't think she actually wanted me. She just didn't want to be alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And finally, you know, she probably found somebody that can be with her. So, hey, they moving on with each other.
Well, I'm going to say this. I just hope that it's healthy.
I hope that. I mean, I was, you know me, I'm like this, bro. I'm not going to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make it difficult. Like, if you want to go, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, hold you or any of that shit. My thing is, let's do it respectfully.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's what I mean. Like when it's healthy, like I hope it's a respectful split. I hope it's like none of the back and forth. Like if you gonna go, you go that way. I go that way. If we cross paths, it's, hey, how you doing? And we keep on going our way. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, it's Saturday, dog.
Yeah, it's Saturday. I'm hoping I can find something to get into now since I'm single. Well, I'm being single, but I'm talking about single. Ain't nobody at the house
single, like she can come over and leave her personal dresser.
Oh yeah, but you better take that bitch home. Hell no, take that shit home.
Can she put her wig on the nightstand too?
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, sir.
She gotta leave it on the whole night.
She gotta leave that motherfucker on because if I see something that look crazy, I am not dealing with that shit.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know, man. Like starting over dating, especially at this age, is kind of like crazy because you know a lot of people are set in their ways. You know what I mean? So you gotta, I guess, how should I say it? You gotta do more compromising to understand where the person is at right now and what happened in their life for them to be in that position. So it's like,
I think like the thing with me, like when I met my wife before she was my wife, I just put everything on the table. Like, look, the dating pool got diarrhea in it. This is what I'm looking for. This is who I am. I'm putting the cars out. You can take them or leave them. And then, you know, if something needs improvement, we going along the way. And shit, we been straight, man. Like, real shit, but... You know what I'm saying? And the other good thing about her is, like, she's transparent. So, like, I think we had a misunderstanding like 2 weeks ago, I think. But nobody yelled. Nobody like we ain't really even argue. I shared my point. She shared her point. And then after we all got everything out, we just came to an agreement. But it was like I said, it was a misunderstanding.
Right.
Like we just didn't like we misinterpret some stuff. And there's nothing wrong with like going back and check, like, you know what? Okay, I see how you meant by that.
Yeah.
Or I see, like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, she's that much grown to where, like, and she's not judgmental. So, like, say, for example, like, I told a story and then, like, it's somebody from a past or somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, most women be like, well, what the fuck you did or what you did? Like,
now, every time it's like what you did. Yeah. It's never what they did.
I need help right now. I don't need your judgment. So
right.
So that's one thing I commend home, man. Like, so shout out to my wife.
Yeah, shouts out to her. There's nothing like, for me, man, I feel like there's nothing like having a person that you know got your back, man. Like, that's more special than anything.
That's my boo.
Yeah.
My bookie. I ride behind her. I stand behind her, too, man.
Yeah.
Not necessarily behind her or in front of her, but beside her. Like,
yeah, as a teammate.
Yeah.
Y'all on team.
That's my dog right there. Like, listen. She get, oh, Lord.
Yeah, you see how you hit on one? I'm like, what the hell they got going on out there?
But one thing, like, I think it was a pivotal point was, like, she moves. And, like, she a powerhouse, so I got to keep up. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I understand why she do what she do, like, when she do stuff. But it be for the benefit for the both of us. So,
right.
You know, still learning, whatever. It's still a fresh marriage. But, hey, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, the thing, I guess, when they start putting their friends involved in your shit and their friends' opinion matters more than you, then that's when you know it's fucked up.
That'll never happen in my household on both sides.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, on my side, bro, I done heard shit and I ain't never, bro, like, not one time never ran up on her and said, oh, I heard this, I heard that, and none of that shit. Like, I don't do that. Even if I did hear some shit, like, I just don't do it because it's like, okay, I stay with you. I know who the hell you is.
All right.
You know what I mean? But
if anything, we together, me and Mom, we'll talk about you and laugh at you.
Yeah.
But like, nah, like, you know, we defend each other and we support each other, and nobody's perfect. We be fucking up dumb shit. I be forgetting to take out the trash sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But like, other than that, like, nah, we good.
Yeah, bro. With my shit though, it's kind of like everybody outside of the house know better than I do, but we done been together 10 years, and none of them ain't never got you up off that floor and kept you on your feet like I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember one time, this was when I first met her, and she was going through a bad breakup, and he took everything out the house. And I told her, like, that nigga I never see you like that again. And up until now, he has never seen her like that. You know what I mean? But it was the point that when it was your turn to be that person. Like, you know, I fell into a bad spot, especially with the trucking, you know, in 2022 and shit. So I fell in the bad spot. And you had the means to carry us on. Instead of, you know, for me, for what I think is, instead of like, you know, respecting me where I was at that point, it was like more of, let me tear down your confidence more.
Do you think she was able to float y'all?
What do you mean?
So, like I say with a lot of people, like, somebody may, because everybody's not the same. Right. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't do the same. So, like, sometimes you'll be like, oh, man, you know, I would expect you to do that or this or that. But sometimes, like, people don't have, like, they may be financially to pay all the bills and float the house until you get back on your feet. But mentally, they probably can't.
Yeah, because you got people in your ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got somebody in your ear, bro, and you're telling what's going on inside your house, it's going to end up dividing your house because you're going to take their opinion and look at you and then make an assumption on what those people were saying to you.
Correct. But, like, even if you take that aspect out of it, like, some people actually may not be strong enough to, like, handle it. So, like, I know some people that just, they to get married so they don't have to do like hard responsibility.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I asked you, like, well, maybe was she able to be there for you? Because sometimes some people can't.
Oh, well, I will say this. When she was at the financial stability of doing that shit, I ain't saying she didn't look out for me, because she did. That would be wrong for me to not say that. I know she did. But a lot of things that you said while I was on my ass is really what tore down my confidence. You know what I'm saying? As far as like,
she sold your man.
I mean, yeah, man. Let somebody tell you. Let somebody tell you, because they got $1 million. Let somebody tell you that they outgrowed you, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let that sit in your head.
That's just like hitting the scratch off, and then you was just broke Tuesday. You got the check Thursday, and now you Friday calling somebody a broke ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. Like, that's exactly how this shit went, bro. Like, that's exactly how this shit went.
Bro, you was just stretching beanies and weenies and rice, and now what? You got me, bro, man. You was just like me,
bro. I'm talking about those months before it came. I'm talking about we around here scraping, getting shit together. Then I ended up refinancing my house. So then, you know, we had got on our feet straight and everything. And
that's a blessing you was able to do that. A lot of people can't.
I mean, because I know we was fucked up. So, you know, she was fucked up on her end. I was fucked up on my end. So I'm like, well, shit, let me do something to get us both straight. And I did that. And I ain't have no, you know what I'm saying, no animosity of like, oh, I did this for you, and da-da-da-da. I ain't that type of nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you in my house, man, it's like, we supposed to take care of each other in this house. Like, nothing comes before the people in this house. That's how I live.
Correct.
But some people don't recognize that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so for those who are out there viewing, I'm gonna ask on their behalf, have you ever, like, decided on maybe going to counseling or, like, consulting in maybe like a pastor, anybody of that nature who's been married and who can possibly, like, not saying that you are married or were, but like anybody that could like probably give you any type of sound advice that y'all both trust? Or y'all that invested in each other that wouldn't have mattered?
I mean, I just feel like this, bro, like, and this is just me. I feel like that I can understand anything that somebody telling me. Like, I don't see me throwing nothing in your face or any of that shit. If you feel a certain type of way, I'm a respect that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when it comes to counseling, I try it, but I don't feel like that's necessary for me to pay somebody for them to tell me that, you know, you're wrong. That's crazy to me. Or I'm wrong. You know what I mean?
So my mama told me to go to counseling before I got married.
No. Why?
Yeah. Because she was like, you've never had any good examples of marriage in your life.
Which is true, yeah.
I've only really known one. And it wasn't even them, it was their parents. Like, I saw how he devoted working for his family. He took spending time with his wife and kids. Now, mind you, now they grown. But like, I admired how he, like, I ain't gonna say enforced it, but they were real close in it. You didn't go to that family if you didn't get past him.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Loved, cherished, and everything about his wife, even to the point where it may have like frustrated him, but like you could tell he was a hard worker, and I really admired that. I look up to him a lot. So, but she just told me, like, you never really had any good examples of marriage. You know what I'm saying? My mom was like, look, and your dad, like, they got married the day after my birthday. Like the day after I was born, they got married, and that didn't last long. That was just a them thing, you know. Not saying
did she say what was the reason of this split?
Yeah, but I don't want to get
we ain't gotta get into it yet.
But it just didn't work out. But you know, overall, like, they had a mutual respect for one another, and they raised me. I turned out great.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah.
Everybody got their quote unquote shit with them, but nah, I had great parents.
Yeah.
You know?
See,
if anything, they got on each other's nerves to get on my nerves. But I mean, but one thing I do respect about the both of them is, like, they told me the truth. Like, Dane was like, they didn't point fingers and be like, oh, your mama did this or your daddy did this.
Yeah, that's good.
They held themselves accountable, For the most part, you know what I'm saying? May have been a little slight loophole in them stories. I'm just playing. But
yeah.
And then, you know, like my grandparents, like they was divorced by the time I think my mom was small, and you know, I've known people that's been married 3, 4, 5 times.
That's crazy. I don't want to do that. That's one thing I don't want to do. If I get married one time, that's it for me. Like, I'm not going back.
Oh, this is my first and last one. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
It has to work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I waited this long. But
exactly.
But my thing with therapy, and not just with like marriage counseling or anything else, is I don't really feel like there is a personal connection, and I could be wrong. And this is just my interpretation. So if you go to therapy, you go to counseling, good for you. If it helps you in your way, continue to go.
Right.
But from my understanding, I really feel like, you know, there's no personal touch. Pause. But you know,
yeah, I definitely know what you're saying.
There's no like, okay, so like me and you, right?
Right.
We homeboys, we dogs. So it's like I could come to you a problem and you give me realistic advice or what you think is good advice. They're gonna go off of professional advice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
something they tell everybody.
Correct. And it's something that they may advise to you that they wouldn't do themselves.
Exactly. And that's what made me not even want to go to counseling.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's not a bad thing, because they give you a different perspective, of course. But that's just my opinion on it. And last but not least, when that hour is up, where's my check?
Yeah.
You could be out here like bawling, crying your eyes out. Like, oh, I need help. Well, that's my time for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, it's almost like, to me, bro, counseling, and I just feel like this. If I can't communicate with you as me and you, and I need a mediator, I don't need to be with you.
But I say go.
Hold
on. Here's why. And you just said the key word, the mediator. Because sometimes people may feel comfortable because there's just a witness in the room. Because some people may be like, so, okay, I know, like, I may want to tell you something like so bad, but I don't know how you're gonna react. At least you know counseling and therapy is a safe place where you can react. You see what I'm saying? I still encourage people to go, and then I might take a session or two. You know what I'm saying? Just so like I can make sure I'm not crazy. Or if I am crazy, I know how.
I feel like if I'm gonna do counseling, it's gonna be by myself. I'm not gonna do.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah,
like even if you just go to one session and you realize, man, that shit ain't for me. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I know is because I went to anger management. It was court ordered.
Okay.
So I was already against the grain. Like, this some man. Let me see if I could try to bribe him and just sign the paper so I can get out of it. But like, I shout out to my boy Tron, because he was in there too. We bonded out. We had to go to that shit. But you know, I felt like counseling really taught me accountability. Even though I would take responsibility, but I would make excuse. Like, bruh, I think my biggest problem in life was it ain't that deep.
And a lot of times it's not, bro. Like, a lot of times people make things that deep. Like, it's not really that serious. Like, you know, we'll take something small and blow it up just because of how you feel and not looking at the logic out of the situation. You know what I mean?
Correct. So when I took the anger management, like, I learned different things like accountability, self-control, a third-party outlook on certain situations. Because, like, you know, it ain't no secret. I caught a little unlawful possession of a firearm.
Okay.
So, like, personally, me, it's just unlawful carrying.
Yeah.
It's not like the gun was stolen. It's not like I'm just out here just Ramboing shit up.
Right.
But, like, it's still a crime. It's still illegal, the way I had the firearm. And, then, you know, I'm thinking, like, bro, it ain't that deep. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But ignorance isn't above the law. You know what I'm saying? And you stop to think a little bit deeper before you do something or you lash out or you know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate it, you know. Did I think I needed it at the time? No. It helped me mature a little bit. It helped me, like, see a bigger picture than what I saw in front of me. So I actually appreciate it that I took the classes. I'm not just an angry little man with glasses no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, I just like, you know what? That was fucked up. Let me just brush by it. I did the little shit from being like Raise the Canyon when Uncle Mario used to have to breathe and shit. And I count to 10. You
like
know what
that.
I'm saying? Yeah, like when I get real mad, I gotta count to 10. Or count down from 10. Well, I be hyped, especially with that trucking shit.
Oh yeah. See, trucking, I don't really. I get mad, but I don't really take it serious. Like I get mad for a second. Like, man, I was stuck in 2 backups, bro. They flipped the truck on 26.
Was that today?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, because they blocked off exit 159 with the pilot at.
Yeah, my boy was stuck in that today.
Yeah, you had to get off. Yeah, you had to get off on 59 just to get around that. Yeah, you had to get off on 59 just to get around that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And but before then, I was stuck in another wreck down there on 95 for 30 minutes. So I was like, it took me 4 hours to get from Savannah, bro.
Let me tell you something about 95, dog. Between Yemisi and Orangeburg, I don't know what y'all got going on that little triangle from 26 to 95. Boy, it be flip a car Fridays, dog. Man. Like on Fridays and Saturdays, boy, y'all don't know how to drive. And it be the people with the I Love Jesus stickers on the back of their car just be turning shit over. I be like, come on, man.
And then they want to be race car drivers. Like, go to a track and do that shit. Like, don't be in the middle of the highway with all these trucks trying to race and shit. You dipping in and out of the lanes and
if
shit.
I'm in
like,
the right lane, leave me alone.
Right.
Go around. Or if I got my blinker on, and my blinker, because the truck, of course, if is bigger than the car, and if my blinker's eye level with you, that means something. I don't got it on for decoration, bro. I need to get over. Like, move.
Yeah, slow down.
Or slow down. Pick one. We ain't out here trying to, listen, I don't want to be in your way as much as you don't want to be in my way.
You ain't lying.
Either speed up or slow down. Yeah. And if you give me a solid 3 minutes of your life, I'll be out of your hair. And 98% percentile, you'll never see me again.
Exactly. That's why you should be. And it's like, damn, y'all should respect truck drivers when y'all on the road. When y'all see a truck trying to get over, just let them over, man. You trying to dip in front of them, trying to be a race car driver, and then as soon as you get in a wreck, flip your shit over, hurt yourself, and you want to blame the trucker. Like, you can't blame us, man. You the one racing. We can't race.
Correct. 50%
you know what I mean?
of my loads are toilet tissue and beer.
Like that.
So I'm the reason you get drunk, and I'm the reason you wipe your ass. Show me some respect.
Exactly. People need to start respecting truckers. Like they got this trucker appreciation. You don't even know about it until a motherfucker tell you. Like, damn, that shit should be a holiday. Like,
Dennis gave me 20% off.
Shit. Well, I didn't even know it until the next day. I didn't even know. I'm like,
I think it's still.
You gotta fucking find out that this shit is Trucker Appreciation Day. It's crazy to me. It's like, okay, bro. Everything get moved on a truck. A house get moved on a truck. Food get moved on a truck. Cars get moved on a truck. You know what I mean? Like, everything that y'all use get moved on a truck. So why, if you have a trucker appreciation, why is it not nationally broadcast like all this other stuff is? You know what I mean? They even gave you a holiday for Juneteenth.
Right.
The fuck? Like, man.
I feel like the whole month of September should be truck driver appreciation.
Yeah. Like, y'all should be.
And out of courtesy, I don't even wear my headset everywhere I go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what a lot of people talk shit about, the headsets.
But see, y'all talk that shit about these headsets, but y'all can hear me. Listen, you know how to do the voice isolation on your phone? Well, listen, people be think I be asleep. Like, when you laying down, like, bro, I got the whole window down and everything.
Yeah. Oh, you can do it from your phone, like, to isolate from the phone?
Yeah, so you put the headset on, you take a call, slide down, put the voice isolation on, you can't hear shit.
Oh, okay, I ain't know that. I'm gonna try that shit next time.
Like, so you won't hear the actual truck.
Yeah. They won't hear it in the background, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I might have to try that shit. I ain't never used that.
I ain't either. A few partners put me on to that shit.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to my dogs down in Charleston. Be on the potter line. But yeah, like, even with that, like, accountability, I learned patience. I think I'm still battling that today. Like, if God ever did anything to me, he is testing me with patience. So, like, you know, and even I think I got into it with, like, a couple people from the shippers and stuff, like the warehouse and stuff. Yeah. And I had to think to myself, I was like, bro, I'm probably never coming back here.
Like that. Why you got into it?
No, they just taking so long, man.
Oh, yeah,
and it's just like, they want to be rude, and I'm asking the question because somebody asking me a question.
Right.
I don't really care. I got Netflix and a TV in my truck.
and if it's anything past 2 hours, you got to pay me anyway. So who cares?
Right. So I can go to bed, but like people be like, "Oh, what's taking so long? Are they close to the end of their trailer?" I'm like, I go ask them, and then they get snappy. Like, bro, I told you it's gonna be. All right, cool, bro. You ain't gotta get pissy with me.
Yeah, they all do, man. Everybody always got an attitude, man. I don't even let it bother me. If you got an attitude, I be like, oh, okay.
No, I think it was just kind of like how he said it, like, what you gonna do about it? And I'm like,
yeah, trying. Yeah, I mean, because they'll try you if you engage with them. That's why I try not to engage with them. Whenever they get in that nasty ass mood, first thing I do is like, oh, okay, cool, and then I go back to my truck.
Normally I walk off. Like, they get to screaming and hollering. Like one dude was like, you must be can't read. So first of all,
that nigga said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said, bro, like, what you talk? Because before I turn up on somebody, I always ask them, like, are you all right?
Yeah. Better be.
Because the one thing is, if you ain't all right, so I can excuse you because something's wrong with you.
Right.
And then, two, I ask them, like, do you know me well enough to be talking to me like that?
Exactly.
And then you like, so then you say, yeah, like, okay, so you know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You're perfectly fine. You in your mind. So now you're just doing this on purpose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you're current perfectly capable. Dang, well, I can't get the word. Perfectly capable of not doing this.
Exactly.
You're doing this by choice.
You're doing it by choice, yeah.
You know what I'm
saying?
Want to,
right?
But he's like, you can't have nothing in the trailer while you load it up. All I had was some straps back there. Why you just didn't say, hey man, you mind moving your straps real quick so I can get this done? How hard was that to say?
Yeah.
So I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, you can't read the sign and sign said nothing in the trailer. So I got to strap. I walk outside, bro. I'm not going to argue with you today. I'm not about to argue with you today. Do your job, get on the forklift and load my truck. And I walked off. He was mad as it. His mouth dropped when I said that. Like, I guess he didn't expect it to come from me, but like, you know what I'm saying? But before I because I don't own the truck, so before I put myself in a compromised position in the company, and I get fired. There's people getting fired for doing TikToks on the board.
That's about getting fired for TikToks.
Yeah, so bro, imagine what else you can get fired for. And it's already hard enough not to have a job right now.
Yeah, bro. You better have a job.
Whether you're working legally or illegally, like you can't afford not to do nothing right now.
Mm-hmm. That's why, man, I try not to get into, like, even when people have bad attitudes, I walk the hell away. I don't even get into it. I might get a little frustrated, but after a while, I get straight over that shit because it's like, you don't know what's going on in that person's life right now. You know what I mean? Frustration will make you do a lot of things. And that's why I try
to approach everybody with like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, right. Or like I come with a joke or something and try to lift because I'm a comedian, so not everybody appreciates your jokes, but I try to bring a upbeat attitude because that one person, I always ask, how are you doing? When I see somebody, because most people just like, how you doing? And they take it as a greeting, but I'm really asking, like, how you doing? Yeah. They're like, you know what? And I'm like, well, I'm tired but hey, complain ain't gonna do nothing about it. And you kind of lift the mood up a little bit, and then a lot of times people more prone to help you. They're more prone to engage with you, so you can get what you need is an even exchange. So
yeah, I done did that too. I done pretty much. I wouldn't say jokingly, but I probably done said something to, like, matter of fact, it's just one that stick out in my head. This young white lady, I was in West Virginia, and she was having a real bad day, and I came in there and I handed the paperwork, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "You look wonderful today." Just messing with her, right? And she looked at me and she smirked. And said, well, you must have known I needed that because I've had these people getting on my nerves and this, that, and the third. I'm like, man, you got to think about it. People is going to be people. You just got to let them get their little stuff off and move on. You know what I mean?
Because life is not hard. It's just the people in it.
Yeah. People make it hard. You know what I mean?
Even the Jehovah's Witness, man, I know we kind of complain about them, but, like, you literally open the door, they just say the right thing, and you're like, dang.
Yeah, I fucks with Jehovah's Witness though. I like them.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about, because I'm not really too much of a religious person.
Yeah, me neither.
You know what I'm saying? I believe in God. I believe in doing the right thing. But, I'm not really knowledgeable of the Bible and God's words. You know what I'm saying? But I know what's right and what's wrong. I ain't no heathen.
Naturally. Yeah. You know it naturally. And that's what I tell people, bro. If you know something naturally, why wouldn't you just go off of your natural abilities versus having to read something out of a book that somebody else wrote and giving you an interpretation of how they think you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be how the way you think and how the way you feel. Like, and even when it comes to people that do fucked up shit, like, if they do fucked up shit, it's the way that they feel. It's the way that they act. That's the way that they do shit. Because at the end of the day, bro, it has to be a balance in life. You're going to have good with the bad. So you got to be able to accept both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that's why I listen to them when they talk. You know, they be long-winded a little bit, but I appreciate them. Yeah. You know, they're not really rude, and people be slamming down their face. I be feeling bad for them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But I just be like, I listen to what they say, and I take it with me. Whether I use it that day or ever, you know, I just like, you know what? I appreciate you. Leave your pamphlet. You know, I skim through it, I read through it, and pick out some positive points, and I go about my day because that's all they want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They ain't out here trying to make you buy bean pies like the people in the dude in Augusta.
You talk about make you buy bean pies.
Yeah, man, they had the bow ties and the news.
Oh yeah. Them the brothers. Yeah, them the brothers.
Okay, shout out to the brothers. I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to hear what he had to say, man. But one, my window fucked up in my truck. I gotta get that fixed. My window don't go down. So and two, I ain't had no cash. And three, I had the light would turn to green, and I was ready to get home. Yeah. And by the way, Huddle House has free waffles on Wednesdays.
Like that, Huddle House. I ate
free waffle Wednesday.
I ate that like one time I think probably like 3 times in my whole life. It's like a fake Waffle House to me. I don't really get into it.
Yeah, but you know,
they got some straight food though. They got some good food.
It's just you find kind of like the mom and pops that be attached to them. That's why I like going there. And you always find parking.
That's the crazy shit though, man. So what you think? What you think about Puff Daddy and these 1,000 bottles of lubricants and 760 something damn dildos? What you think about that?
It was greasy in that guy. I know one thing. God damn. Nobody that knows Sean Combs should be ashy.
Man.
You should have zero dry skin, no matter what acts you were doing with that baby oil or lube. Everybody... everybody got personalities and everybody got something personal. But I do know one thing for a fact. If you know Sean Combs and you've ever been to that house, you better not have dry skin. If you got that much baby oil laying around, you better be the most exfoliated person I ever met in my life.
Man, that motherfucker had enough grease to goddamn clog your pores. I was like, that's crazy. But the thing about that situation, bro, is,
do you really believe that?
No, that's what I was about to say. This is what I'm about to say, because you know they busted his house in March.
Well, two of them.
Yeah, whatever house that was, they ran through that house, right? Y'all didn't say nothing about none of that shit there. Nothing. No videos, no nothing.
It wasn't that house. Maybe he had a freak off house, allegedly.
I think that's the Playboy. Ain't he bought the Playboy mansion?
Nothing surprises me.
I think he bought the Playboy mansion.
The co-owner of Bad Boy Records. Okay, nothing surprises me.
I'm kind of surprised because it's like this, bro. Like,
the signs were there all this time,
but listen,
and nobody said anything just because who he was.
No, they really, a lot of them willingly participated, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's like for them to even try to like blame him for something that they willingly participated with. Y'all know what y'all was doing when y'all got with Diddy. Like, y'all don't come around Diddy unless y'all trying to get on. Okay, so Diddy gonna put you on. He might want to play in your butt a little bit, but I mean, shit, that's what you want. You want to be on. You want to be famous. So if you go over there fucking with him, you got to go by his rules.
Now, I'm not saying that that's right or that's wrong, but like you said, they knew.
Yeah.
They knew what they were getting themselves to. Some people probably didn't. They probably was caught off guard. Everything was probably, once you locked in and you signed your name on that.
You can walk out.
I mean, you signed your name on that paperwork.
I don't think the Locks did it. And you know they was with Bad Boy. The Locks got the fuck on through. Like, and Mace. Mace ain't do shit. Mace ain't do it. So it's like,
I like Mace, dog. Shout out to
Mace. Yeah, Mace my guy.
Killer.
So that's why I say, like, anybody else that's like suing him right now, it's almost like, to me, that shit is fake as fuck, because you sat around with him for over 10 years going through the same shit, and then now all of a sudden you gonna sue him.
I'm really surprised none of them signed NDAs.
I thought they did. That's what I was thinking, because bro, I had seen a video with Bow Wow one time, right? Bow Wow was having a party. Man, them motherfuckers had to put their phone in this basket and they had to sign his NBA about what goes on in this party. You know what I'm saying? And he said, and when he said he did it, he was like, it wasn't nothing crazy going on. It's just to protect myself in case somebody bring a lawsuit up on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I understood that about him. And it's crazy to me, like, even with the Puff Daddy shit, right? Okay, we know he been doing this shit for a long time. But it wasn't until he tried to sue the liquor company to now all of a sudden it's the baddest thing in the world what he was doing.
So you think this is a plot?
Yeah, it's a plot. Bruh, look, 30 years? Puff Daddy been doing this shit for 30 years. You telling me right after he sued.
Since 94?
Yeah. What? Let me see. Because you got to think, he brought out Mary J. Blige and all them. You know what I'm saying? Notorious Big first album was 94, I think.
I thought it was 93.
His first album? It could be. It's either way. You got to think about that. Like,
fact check that real quick.
Yeah, but you got to think about that. Like, Puff Daddy been fucking around since then. Now, anybody that done dealt with him since then, like, you knew what it was. You knew exactly what it was. And you still did it. And now you want to sue him and do all this shit. Like, even with Cassie, right? Like, how you be with somebody 10 years? 10 years going through that same shit and you telling me that all of a sudden now it was wrong. You liked it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You even had
well, hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Before we get in trouble, let me just do a disclaimer. Allegedly. We don't know if she like that. But
allegedly, yeah.
Just say this. Sometimes people cry in silence. Sometimes they're not able to speak up on their behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they go along with it because they think things will change and it doesn't.
Okay.
Nobody should, would, or has to do anything by force.
Right.
Let me just say that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what you saying?
Now think about it like this. If you out here trying to get a record deal or you trying to get out, right? Mm-hmm. And you go to Puff Daddy and you...
No, you're right. It was 94.
94? Okay, so
right.
That's what I'm saying. So that was his first label, though. But he had them put Mary J. Blige out like in 91, 92, something
That's
like
what
that.
I'm saying. I thought she was out in 90.
Yeah,
like
Real Love and all that shit came out then. But what I'm saying is...
born.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, all these people known this for years about Puff Daddy, bro, for years. Mm-hmm. This man turn around and sue the alcohol company, and all of a sudden, all this allegations come out. Like, how y'all find a video from 2016 that nobody ain't never seen before at all of him kicking Cassie and beating Cassie up, and now all of a sudden it pops out? Man, I'm telling you, bro, this is the one thing that I notice about the music industry, period. Bro, you step on the wrong toes, they will take your ass out the game. Period. That's just how they do. Like, and it's not just him. Shit, they done did that to Bill Cosby before. Like, how you throw Bill Cosby in jail? The Kool-Aid man. Like, I mean, what the fuck?
That's crazy. Now, I watched the interview. Shout out to Ian Bick.
Mm-hmm.
Locked in with Ian Bick.
Mm-hmm.
I like his podcast, man. He was saying a former prison guard from Pennsylvania was there with Bill when he was locked up. A lot of those rumors, the prisoners didn't believe.
Say that again.
So like he was like, well, you know, like a lot of people don't take count in like sexual acts and
right
stuff like that in jail. But he was like, nobody ever believed it while he was in there because they was like they feel like that's false allegations, way too long. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, of course, he didn't get hit with a hot dog. Like, he did. But it was like, man, a lot of that stuff wasn't really true. And he was like, I mean, granted, the man was 80 years old, but he was just like
80.
Most calmest dude ever.
80, though.
So I'm looking at
you locked this guy up at 80, bro. Yeah, and you went and got grandmas to say, oh, yeah, this happened back in 59. Like, what? 59 and it's 2000 something? That shit should be a statute of limitation.
I'm surprised some of these people still alive. I didn't know all these people were signed to Bad Boy.
Yeah, Bad Boy had a roster, but it's a lot of people didn't come out.
Or had dealings with.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't come out, though.
I didn't know Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah, he started there. He was managing him. He managed Rick Ross.
Yeah, I see Rick Ross on here.
Mm-hmm. And Meek Mills.
Mario Winans, 5, Lil Bow Wow, Foxy Brown.
Damn, he had a little Bow Wow?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Gorilla Zoe.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Gorilla Zoe?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah,
Chucky
Boys
Thompson,
in the Hood, yeah.
Diddy Dirty Money.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know Jeezy.
Yeah, because you know he had did that Boys in the Hood deal with him.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. He did
Carl
that Boys in the Hood.
Thomas.
Yeah, Carl Thomas was that dude, and just think about Carl Thomas is supposed to still be around, man. But
man, that turtleneck was crazy, boy.
that nigga say turtleneck.
Shout out to Carl Thomas.
Shout out to him.
Summer Rain. Mm-hmm. You know who I really want to hear from?
Who?
Low key.
Who?
Farnsworth Bentley.
He disappeared, didn't he? I haven't seen him in nothing like.
He had a good show, man. He had from G's the Gent.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I wonder why they stopped that. I used to watch that too. I used to like Farnsworth Bentley. I'd be like, damn, what the hell happened to him? You know what I'm saying?
Dancing with the Umbrella, man.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Then,
yeah.
Then you know they got the whole the Keefy D whole claim or whatever got going out. You know, he confessing to Puffy paying him $1 million to kill Pac. So, okay, so I watched a couple of documentaries. So rumor has it, allegedly, I don't know if it's true or not.
Right.
$2 million was paid to Keefy D and his entourage, his organization. I ain't gonna say entourage.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to kill Sugar Pac, but you know they only did half the job, and they was pissed off about it because you know the agreement was $2 million. Like no, you know what I'm saying. And then the one that the dude that they went to confront about it, you know, he ended up passing away.
Talk about keeping the check and riding the dude Zip, something like that. Yeah,
Zip. And then and it's crazy, man. Like all this stuff is going on around you in the background of music, but it shocked me with Keefy D, man, because like, you know, he got that proffer. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't understand what a proffer is.
I damn sure didn't until he said it. I never heard of it until.
So you have a proffer, then you have immunity, and then you have like, I forgot what the other one is. So a lot of times, like you can only speak about that one crime on that one day and not get in trouble for it.
And that's the proffer deal.
That's the proffer. The immunity is when you go to court and you're able to self-incriminate yourself to help out with a case. So that's your cooperation. The last, what is the last one? But once you talk about it after that, like it's still open game, and people don't know that. So if you get away with it once, leave it alone. Stop talking about it.
So what about what's the boy name? YSL Woody?
Shout out to Woody, man.
Oh God.
I like Woody.
I like his demeanor too, man. It's just, I don't know, man. I just hate the shit that Thug going through right now because it's like
at this
that
point,
shit
let
so
the man
stupid.
go.
Yeah, they should throw the case out. Like,
what have you really found?
Nothing.
And proven at this point?
Nothing, bro. Nothing, and that's the problem. Like, and it's okay. I'm kind of like between when it comes to Woody. You know what I'm saying? Because I actually like his demeanor. Like, he seemed like a really good dude, right? Mm-hmm. It's just when it came to the court trial shit, it was like, damn. They showed a video of him telling all the shit in the room, right? And then whatever happened with the judge, where they try to do some kind of agreement with him, and they granted him full immunity, then he comes in, you know, say he was lying.
I don't think something's going to come good of that. And I don't wish that on him.
So, it don't feel like it's nothing. You're right, bro, because it doesn't feel like something going to come good of that. It seems like they're going to fuck around and reverse that shit on him. Like, some kind of way.
And we not speaking this. I don't want this to happen to him.
I don't want it to happen.
But at the end of the day, man, you have got to be careful with the court system.
You
got to read everything you sign to
the fullest.
The fullest.
Yeah.
Not the best of your ability, but full comprehension.
Yep, because what they might do is put a time limit on it, right? And you don't even know because you ain't paid no attention to that. And then 4-5 years later, they come pick your ass up.
Or they find a loophole in it. You know how people do. They find that loophole. They wait on you just to make one little mistake, and then they tie all this back in.
Them niggas might make up their own rules. They always do that.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll do that quick. Make up their own fucking rules.
Y'all done had like at least 20 people testify. Y'all can't. I feel like it's an ego thing at this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
and the only thing I'm fearful of is I'm not even really scared for Thug because I know he's gonna beat this.
Yeah, that shit's so bogus on Thug.
I'm scared of the people that's around him thus far and in the past. Because hear me out. Granted, everybody's self-incriminating themselves because they got immunity, right? They self-incriminating themselves to leave Thug out of this, allegedly, because we don't know. That's why he's facing trial. We don't know if he did these crimes and accusations. I'm throwing innocence for you, Thug. So free Thug.
I'm fucking, hey, look at Young Thug. I'm confident that you ain't do that shit. You can't be on tour, be in the studio, and goddamn go out and shoot a nigga in the street. You can't do all that shit. Like,
you ain't got the time.
Yeah, you talking about how he gonna shoot a nigga from Arizona and he got a show out in Arizona somewhere. That's what I'm saying. Like, all that shit makes no fucking sense, bro. Like, yeah. Now, the thing is,
I'm just scared for the people around him because I don't know, because, like, now they may not get it on the state, but then you can start picking up certain people and watching certain people. That's just like low key. Like if you rob a bank, you do your time, but you know they still watch you, right?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know they still.
Because you're a thief.
You know what I'm saying? Not even it
is because you're a thief.
It's not just because you're the thief, but like it's the paperwork, and the money. Right. So in the frauding. So like if you're living outside of your means now, even though you've been convicted of that crime and the time has passed and stuff like that, if they still feel like you're living beyond your means and you're not checking in, you're not doing all this other stuff, they can still come after you again.
Yeah, and they will. And that's the thing about playing with the system, bro. Don't play with the system.
So that's what I'm really afraid of. I'm just afraid for, like, I don't want them to get wrapped up in this web and they think they've gotten out, and then all of a sudden the Black Widow tangle them up in it.
Bro, that's why when it comes to your life, you got to make a real conscious decision to do the right thing. Like I said in the podcast with,
I was just about to ask you to repeat it, dog.
Yeah, like, man, I made a conscious decision to stop selling dope so I would not have to snitch on you. Because I already know just by, friends that I'm being locked up in that shit, like people that I know that I went got down with that shit, bro, and they come out and they got paperwork on them. I don't even be feeling like, I don't even call them snitches or nothing, bro, because I look at what those people telling you back there. You know what I'm saying? And what you got going on out here. Because a lot of times when a motherfucker go to jail, man, they got families and shit to get take care of. You know what I mean?
Man, half the time, bro, you want to be honest with you? I don't even really believe some of the snitching. Here's why I say that. Because you got to think, you've been sitting in a room, a small confined space for 6 to 7 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, they break you down, get you weak. And then they take notes, and then they have to type up this report. You know what I'm saying? And the goal is to get a confession. So who's to say, like, you may say something, and they don't twist your words around. And they play a manipulating game.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's manipulation tactics. It's mind game tactics. Get you telling yourself. So who's to say they don't? And then, of course, when you go to court, the paperwork has to be airtight to get the conviction. Yeah. So who's to say they don't say a word here, put a name there? So now, they don't care about you after they got their conviction, whether you survive on the street or the pen.
Hell no, they don't care. They'll let your ass right back out with the same niggas.
And then it's hard to prove because it's like, well, did he really snitch? Or like, even for on your behalf, like, you can't just go back and be like, yo, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you can't.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, who's going to remember every single word, bar for bar, word for word that you said in the interrogation room, man? And then I saw him first 4 day one time. That lady was like, read what that says on that paper out loud. So you read the paper, so it's like, shit, it's like you said it.
Yeah. And that's what they do with the feds. Like, I seen my homeboy, I'll never forget, shouts out of Trail. That's my homeboy. I was in jail 2021, 2022. And he was on a Fed case. And, bro, these boys gave him a motion discovery. The shit was this fucking thick.
That is crazy.
Full of papers, full of who he sold dope to, when he sold the dope, how much they think he sold at the time, and every time he got locked up, it was in that thing. Now,
shit, at that point, that's conspiracy.
Yeah. So now what they do is they come and be like, well, you're facing X amount of time. Do you want to give us somebody so we can cut your time down? Now, Trail didn't get nobody. He didn't get nobody nothing. He actually didn't snitch. That's my dog. But that's the type of shit they put in front of you. Like, think about this. They put a whole bunch of stacks of paper in front of you. They tell you every time you done served the motherfucker. And they told you every time you done went to jail and how they was watching you the whole time. So now, here it comes with the time. You facing 17 years. If you give me somebody, I get you down to 5 years. What you gonna do?
Lawyer. Here's what
the lawyers ain't, bro. You gotta think. This is one thing I learned about lawyers, bro. If you do not pay these boys, they would trade your ass off.
Oh, of course.
And even if you pay them and it's not enough, they would trade your ass off again. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it depends on who case is bigger and who money is longer. That's what they care about.
So one thing, agents and officers can't offer you anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they can put in a suggestion to the solicitor or the DA or, you know, whoever's trying your case, and then they make a recommendation or a suggestion to the judge. And, you know, a judge can reject the plea deal.
Yeah, they can.
So when they telling you, man, I can probably get you down to 5. Yeah, keyword, probably.
Probably.
They can't promise you anything.
Yeah. Can't promise you nothing.
And one thing I said about one thing I had saw about, shout out to Johnny Curry from Detroit. He said this. He was like, he did his time day for day. There was no need to tell on anybody because when he got that money, he knew what came with it. He knew eventually he would go down, and that's why he did everything he wanted to do before they caught him.
Solid. That's a solid guy because he knew what it was. Yeah.
And he was like, whatever you got on me, I'll take that. I mean, he took a plea, but he was just like, because I think they were offering him like 99 years the first go around. And he was like, fuck that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Think about that, bro. Like, how a person gonna offer you 99 for just selling dope? Like, it's like they had the worst chart. They had the worst fucking time for dope in the world. But you could be a pedophile and get 5 years. That shit is dumb. Like, they got everything backwards around here, bro. Like,
and they asked him, like, did he feel guilty about it? And he was like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said, if I didn't do it, somebody else would have. He didn't think it wasn't malicious intent to hurt anybody. He was trying to take care of him and his family.
Yeah.
And nobody forced him to buy, you know, nobody put a gun in your head to tell you to do anything. But, like, nobody forced him. But, you know, he didn't look at it. And then he accepted all responsibility of anything that he ever did. So, he's like, if I did that, I did it.
And that's a stand-up guy.
I knew what I was doing when I did it. So, I got to understand that.
Yeah, he's a stand-up guy, for sure.
You know who else? I don't know who else out there, man? Fucking Pee Wee Longway, man.
Talk about the rapper?
Yes, sir. I hate that happened to him.
What happened to him?
What didn't, man? That man got, I want to say, hold on.
Damn, I didn't know Pee Wee was in jail.
Boy, hey, they raided that spot, boy.
What spot? He had a dope house? That nigga retarded. Like, hey, you go, man. I be telling, man, that's just trying to be too much in the streets, bro. Like, you got to pick a side. That's one thing that I learned about life. You got to pick a side, bro. If your ass in the industry, stay in the industry. Don't try to have one foot in and one foot out one way, because if you get fucking caught up, they're going to take all your shit. And then you got to start over again. Like, that shit's dumb, bro. Like, learn to leave the streets alone. Like, there's nothing out there.
So, allegedly, because everything is alleged, there was a operation task force said 101 people was involved.
Damn, that many people? Damn.
They seized 155 guns.
God damn.
196 pounds of meth. 7 kilos of fentanyl. 57 kilos of cocaine.
57?
They seized 55,000 pounds of marijuana. And they seized a lot of cash. I can't get a correct number on that.
Was he there?
Yes.
He was in the house when they did that.
I don't think he was actually there, but I think they picked him up.
Because it was one of his partner houses?
Or whatever they had going on.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. You can go to jail for another nigga, and that's fucked up. Like, you go and bust his house, and then you just because me and him socialize, then that goes along with me. Like, hell no. And then you know what's so crazy? I wouldn't even think Pee Wee would do that shit because you gotta think it. Once you touch your face in that spotlight, bro, you are a target. They gonna watch your ass forever. That's like what's the boy that just got out from Fam Goon?
Rollo.
Rollo.
Shout out to Rollo.
Like Rollo got on there and he was talking shit to Bootsy, I think, about was it about snitching?
Something. I think they were saying it was rumor had it that he cooperated on some extent. Boosie just feels like talking is talking. You should just sit there and be quiet. I don't think Rollo necessarily said anything incriminating, but I think like somebody may have asked him some questions and he answered them.
I'm gonna tell you
something. I don't think honestly it was snitching, and Rollo has the proof because I watched the Say Cheese out to Say Cheese.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
He said that he cleared it up, and he's willing to speak to Boosie as long as it's positive and a good atmosphere. Boosie just like, I ain't got no hatred. You just stay over there, stay over there. So I mean, it's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
it's just. But the thing about that is, right? When it comes to different people's cases, bro, just stay the fuck out of it. Don't
Every case is different,
and don't judge this person on this shit because you're not a part of this case. Like when Boosie go and start saying, "Oh yeah, you snitch, you did this and you did that, bro." You're not a part of those cases. You don't know what the fuck happened with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you shouldn't judge a dude off of snitching. I don't like that.
No, you're correct. Only gripe I got with Boosie is just fact check it first.
Yeah, fact check it first.
Because I know he got reliable sources. I know that he hears these things, and I'm not mad for him for standing on that as he should in his own personal opinion. I think just make sure you got the actual legit and interpretation. So I'm gonna say, like, if you're gonna do that, face them face to face, be like, look, I heard this about you, nigga. You gotta clear this up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but who
before I work with you.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna work with you and be involved, then I need to know what's going on.
Nah, that's different. Now, if you talk about working with each other, yeah. But if you just talking about saying that shit just to be saying that shit and mad at a nigga for that shit, bro, you out of line. Because that shit has nothing to do with you.
I don't think he even really care, man.
Yeah, I know he don't. It's just that they do a lot of this shit for clout. Oh, he a snitch. Nigga, you know how many snitch rappers it is now? It's at least 10 of them. And all of them still making money regardless. So it doesn't matter, bro. Like, y'all got to realize, if y'all in this system, if y'all in this dope game in this system, you have a 99.9% that your ass is going to get told on at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you might have money to hold them off your ass for a minute, but somebody is going to tell on you.
Because somebody going to get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's the drug trafficking, whether it's the overdoses, whether it's it's too many moving parts to the organization. It's too many moving parts to where somebody is not pleased with whatever you do.
Man, this is what it is. It's niggas watching you. And you got more money than them, and you get to get away, and they don't get to get away. So if they don't get away,
it's one factor to it. Like I said, but it's a lot of moving parts. So it's the customers, suppliers, fiends, all this. It's too many moving parts of the organization. You feel like he getting more. You feel like he ain't stepping up. You feel like pocket watching and all this stuff. It's just too much.
Right.
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
where the envy come from, and that's why you don't know that a person is envious of you until you get in a situation. And that's the thing, like. That's why it's so hard to deal with that kind of like drugs and shit. Like when you in that system, right? And from my own personal experience back in the day, like you'll have people around you the whole time they'll egg you up to do the shit, whatever you want to do, and then as soon as the shit get heated or get caught up, if they don't peel out and they get caught up, then they telling on you because you know why? They was already watching you and thinking that you got more than them. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like you owe them something when both of us is in this game together.
Everybody feel like everybody owes something.
I don't get that. Like bro, I don't feel like nobody owe me nothing, bro. Like I ain't ever been like that. Like with anything. That's like even when you started your own podcast. I ain't be like, man, you owe me this. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound crazy to me. Like, man, you supposed to get out here and do this shit.
If anything, you threw me to the wolves, and I came out the jungle. Did I not?
Hey, you supposed to.
You threw me to the sharks, and I swim to the shore.
Exactly. You supposed to.
But you gave me the whole blueprint. Mm-hmm. Show me where to go. Show me what I had to do. Show me the buttons to push. Mm-hmm. And did my own research. And I always pay homage that you helped me do that.
Right. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And if I could afford to pay you or do whatever, I would. Hands
I
down.
Be, but I don't ask. I'm not that type of person, bro. Like, listen, man. I don't want to be the only person. I always was like this because I grew up like this when we was in the streets. Mm-hmm. The main motherfucker that's got the work, they is going to be bird feeding these little niggas just so they could be around. And then when so that will bring the envious in between these niggas and this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm gonna say one more thing, and I know we almost out of time, but I'm gonna speak on that real quick. So with the bird feeding thing, mm-hmm. So apparently you're supposed to do what you do to grow, correct? Mm-hmm. So like, say for example, you got me started in podcasting,
right? Okay,
so I did have a lot of influence, but you was hands on with me.
Right.
Okay. The point is for me to grow and do my own thing, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay then. So like you can't be mad if you give somebody something and they elevate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Hov said it best. If motherfuckers saying they made Hov, shit, make another one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like my thing is this though, bro, like, and you're right. Like if you made another one, make another one like that. But my thing is this right here, bro. If I gotta be the only nigga in the room with the money, I don't want to be there. Correct. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be around here buying no niggas no drinks or doing nothing for no niggas. Like it's not me.
The biggest battle I have in life, I ain't gonna say right now, but I've always had in life, is I'm in battle with myself.
Mm-hmm. You always is, yeah.
I hit the wall. I hit my head on the wall and be pissed off at myself because I should be doing stuff. I should be holding myself accountability.
Right.
I'm in my own way of a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. Like I said, if you're hating on me, I don't know what for. And if you're jealous of me, I don't know what for.
You know what I'm saying?
And you feel like, I'm sorry. But I just don't know what for, man. Like, I don't. Nah, I feel like I don't be doing shit. I feel like I have not reached my full potential because of me. I'm in my own way.
That's good. That's good. But if
you be honest with you, if you feel that way, I feel bad for you, dog. Like there's other people you can look up to and get past me. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like this, bro. If a motherfucker is envious of you, bro, for whatever reason, it's something that you need to check in yourself because it's like you're not doing enough work to get yourself to that point. You shouldn't be mad at this guy over here that's sitting here working hard, busting his ass to get what he get, and you only see that part, whatever's on the surface. You don't see what he done went through for that stuff. You don't know.
I still don't feel like it's enough.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, a lot of people don't even know that you might have went through some fucked up shit and got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
long story short, if I offended you, I'm sorry.
Man, fuck you. That's how I feel. Like,
I'm sorry.
I didn't try to offend you, and if you offended, then fuck you, man. You better get over that shit, because at the end of the day, bro, nobody don't give a fuck about nobody's feelings, bro. Like,
I'm still apologizing because I feel bad for you if you mad at me.
Man, not me.
I do.
I don't, because you know why? I know I don't do nothing I don't do nothing deliberately for you to be mad at me. If you just mad at me just cause, that's on you, man. And you'll get the fuck over it. I ain't apologizing. I don't give a damn. It's you. You need to get your shit together.
And that's why we have the show, the Modern Day Nigga Network.
Exactly. This is our time, man. So
I want to do a couple shout outs, and I'm going to get out of here because we over time, and I ain't really got no money. So, number one, shout out to my boy Litty Willie down in Miami, Florida. Mm-hmm. You know the fucking vibes.
Right.
I feel like his birthday was yesterday. Mm-hmm. So happy birthday or belated birthday. Shout out to Litty Willie. He has a show on YouTube, and when it's come out, I'm going to drop the link so y'all can make sure y'all follow, subscribe. He is doing his thing down there. He partners with DJ EFN.
Oh, shit. That's what's up.
Yeah. He good people, man. Real humble. Always posting positive stuff. So shout out to Litty Willie. Mm-hmm. Damn. Number two, Happy birthday to my pops, man. Mr. Byron Brennan Sr. I love you, Dad. Happy birthday. Shout out to Pops. Want to give my deepest condolences to my boy Riverside Monk. He lost his son.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Yeah, man. So that applause is the praise to lift you and your family up at this time of need.
Damn.
Any love, I'm sending all love and all blessings, all prayers. Here at the Modern Day Nigga Network, man, we got you. I don't really know a lot of the words to say, but I'm just so sorry for your loss, brother. And my condolences to you and yours, man. I love you, Monk. I've known Monk since I was like 11 years old.
Like that.
That's my dog, man. Like we may not speak every day, but anybody who knows Monk from the river, man, he's always has been and is a great person. So
that's good.
And he loves his children.
Damn right, that's
they
good.
They look just like him.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, man, we sending all love to his family, man. That was a very, very sad situation. So man, we love you, bro.
Yeah, that's sad. But I do got a quote for you niggas. And this is something that Armor G used to tell me all the time, and it really set in my head recently that the people love the devil because he gives them nothing. And the reason that he would tell me that all the time is like most of the time a person can how should I say this? Like you'll sit here and you'll, put your best foot forward to please this person. Now this other person over here that they're on the other side, they do least as possible, but they run after them faster. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't do shit. You know what I mean? But that when he told me that, it made me realize my situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I kept giving, and the more I gave, the more I got resented. But the person that gave the less, just a fucking conversation, they get praised way more than me. So that actually set in my head, and I'm just now getting the concept of what he said, and that is a true statement. People love the devil because he gives them nothing.
Facts.
And Modern Day Nigga Network, man, we out of here.
We out.
Peace.